Okay, so I'm joined now by the Ives manager, Ricky Marheineke, on the back of the 3-0 win at home to Nuneaton. Ricky, excellent win, and the home form, the great home form continues. You must be delighted.
Yeah, good win. The first 20 minutes, I thought Nuneaton played really well. We struggled to press them, struggled to get the ball off of them, loads of possession. Fortunately for us, they didn't hurt us during that period with the possession and territory that they had. But yeah, we weren't particularly happy with some of our play in that period. But credit where credit's due, the players turned it round. We had a couple of good opportunities just after that spell, and then when the goal went in, I thought the momentum swung and we controlled the game from then on in. Second half, we just, again, as we have been in recent home performances, I thought we were relentless, and you know, for that 3-0 could quite easily have been double that. So yeah, the attacking play and the control we had in the game in the second half was what we're after. It was very good.
And then looking at sort of what the team you're up against in Nuneaton, obviously we've got their problems and so forth, but a lot of players have left, but we've still plugged the gaps with quality players. So I suppose in that respect, it makes a much more pleasing result.
Yes, I think a club of their size and their stature, it's sad to see what they're going through, but you know, ultimately, when you're little old St Ives and you're plugging away with a quarter of their budget every year, and you see that the players they've got and the money they've been spending, it's a today maybe with a few of their more experienced and better players disappearing and more of a level playing field, I think you could see the difference in the standards. So you know, it's a shame, but ultimately we can only beat the team that's in front of us. And like you said, I think their starting 11 was very strong. They started the game well. It wasn't until they picked up the injuries, I think, to Osborne and McWilliams, that the players that they brought on, it definitely had an impact on the game.
And going back to our goal, Ben Mensah, well, he scored the first goal. Obviously, another goal for him, and that follows on from the goals he got over Christmas. And decent form.
Yeah, he's a threat. You know, I still think we haven't seen the best of him yet. He's performing so well, but he hasn't played a lot of football in the last 12 months. We got him late, but he's a serious talent. If we can keep hold of him to the end of the season, which we're hopeful we will, because he's developing and he's learning and he's getting better each week. But certainly he's better than the level he's currently playing.
Just looking at our starting 11, because obviously a couple of enforced changes, I guess, because the goalkeeper to start off with, obviously James Dadge not in. Do you want to explain to everybody the reasons behind that?
Yeah, Northampton had their goalkeeper recalled by Newcastle, so obviously without them signing a goalkeeper, it was natural that they were going to recall James, and I believe he travelled with the first team today. We don't know how long that's going to be for, whether that's going to be long term. Arber's come in today, done late. It was done Thursday night. We're really grateful that he's come to play for us, and I think fortunately we didn't see how good he is. You know, he's a young kid. He's not got any experience of playing men's football, but I thought he'd come in, he kicked it really well. The little he had to do, he was done it with confidence. So that was the reason. You know, we're grateful for him. Hopefully we'll have James back next week. If not, and we continue to go on with Arber, you'll only get better with games.
And then looking at the other addition to the squad, which has happened in the last 24 hours, that's Theo Alexandria, who's come on loan from Stevenage. I read about him, come on with subs today.
Yeah, I thought he was brilliant.
Yeah.
He trained with us Thursday night. Again, the paperwork went through really late, didn't go through till this morning. We know how good he is. We've seen him play. He's a goal scorer. His movement's exceptional. He's energetic. He's prepared to work hard out of possession and press. And you come on today, the ball that you put in for Johnny Edwards, he set up Michael Richings' goal. His impact for half an hour was exceptional. We're delighted to have him, and I think he'll be a big player for us here in these next 28 days.
I mean, looking, I suppose, at the last few home games, obviously we're on a good run of home form. Has there been a turning point, do you think, at all? What's enabled that?
I don't think there's been a turning point the whole season, Andrew. I think, I always say, if you turn up to games and you play well, you've got a chance of winning. If you don't play well, you stand every chance of losing. You know, you only have to look at the results that are in our league today. We beat Leiston, Telford beat Mickleover, and then Leiston go to Telford and get a point. So anybody can beat anybody on their given day. The league speaks for itself. You only have to look at the teams at the bottom and how close it is from being in the relegation places to being in the mid-table, and then how close it is from being mid-table to just outside the playoffs. So it's a really strong league, and I don't think at any point, even at the start of the season, you know, when we were struggling to win games of football, I think that was down to the players that we didn't have available.
Yeah.
I still think that we're a problem for teams in our league when we perform to the levels that we're capable of, and we just got to make sure that we're best prepared going into every single game. The introduction of Ben with the squad and what we do at training on Thursdays has moved us forward, and I think that that's shown in performances. So we'll be doing the same. The messages from us will never change, whether we win or whether we lose. If we lose, it's because of something we haven't done well enough, and it's just trying to get that consistency in our performance, because if we do, we can have a really, really good end to the season.
And just looking ahead to next week, obviously Mickle away won't be easy given their lofty position. How do you see that one going? You have a full complement. Miles Cowling back next week?
I'm not sure Milo will be back for this weekend. He may well, or he will be back for the Nuneaton Market game. I'm not too sure about Mickle, but the squad's done brilliant, hasn't it?
Yeah,
the introduction of Ed Hotter, his football's been limited, but the games that he's come in, he gives you something different. He certainly makes us a lot more defensively solid, and the squad's in a good place. The Mickle games now is the next two games are free hits. We're not expected to win. I think in the 10 years that I've been here, in every game that we've played against Nuneaton Market, we've never won. So no one's expecting us to win that one, and Mickle away doesn't get much tougher than that, does it? So look, it's a good marker to see where we're at. I've said that a couple of times this season. Let's prepare Thursday. Let's keep this confidence of the last couple of performances going, and we'll go there and we'll try and give a good account of ourselves.
Brilliant. Well done today, Ricky. Superb performance again. Well done.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.